day, whether it's copper, aluminum, whatever, and try to get through all of them before the heat beats me, because I tend to get dressed in old sweats and stuff like that to keep as much of this dust off of me as I can. It's gonna be a fun one. It's already up at around 101 feels like temp, so we'll see if we can get through it. But I'll be back with you here shortly once I set up the camera so you guys can see it, and I can do the little speed up process type thing for it. So see you here in a minute. Alright, got the trusty little safety goggles. And I got a glove, but I'm not a glove person, so I do the best I can. Alright everyone, I'm just getting back with you. It's been a heck of a day, man. And I haven't gotten any further than what you last saw. I finally had enough. I don't know what it is with this, either this Ryobi grinder or these batteries, but to me an 8 amp hour battery should last more than 5 minutes. Then I don't even think they were lasting that fully charged. Oops, sorry. So I have learned, do not get on DoorDash or any of the delivery places to order a tool from definitely Lowe's. I found a corded one. I was like, well, you know what, I'm gonna go with a corded one, because even if I crawl through my storage unit, it's a battery powered one, am I gonna have the same problems? So I ordered it through DoorDash. It gets here. I'd ordered a Metabo or whatever because they had it on sale. Of course, you know, they didn't have it, so I went with a Craftsman. It gets here. It's a used unit that had no parts, like literally no parts. It was just, you know, you open it up, you could tell it was used. It was dirty. It didn't have a guard, didn't have a handle, didn't have the whatever they call it, the lock wrench, didn't have the nuts to hold the disc in place. It didn't have the one to lock it in place. It didn't have any of the, not that I cared, but any of the grinding discs that were supposed to come in the box with it. So I contacted the DoorDash person that delivered it to let them know, like, immediately. Then they told me I had to contact DoorDash itself. I contacted DoorDash itself. They refused to do anything but offer me a $16 refund. I said, no, I need a replacement. Can you get that out to me, type thing. They said they don't do that, that I have to go to Lowe's. So I contacted Lowe's and was speaking to them. And then after 4 calls and literally dealing with the worst customer service ever, the last manager I spoke to said that he took my phone number. He said, I'll give you a call back once I get to a computer. So I waited almost an hour and a half and then said, forget it, let's get in the truck and go. And we went up there. And luckily the guy I spoke to, I came into the return area and I honestly was ready to explode at that point. And luckily there was a girl there that, you know, I'm not trying to sound whatever, but like that innocent look where, you know, you don't want to yell at type thing. And I don't like to speak towards women that way in the first place. So she luckily there was a manager right there, and she called him over, and I spoke with him and explained the situation and all that. And he said, well, let me see if we have a replacement. I said, by what talking to the first person said on the phone, that you guys only have 2 of these, which means you have none of them. I said, I don't understand how that is, but he said, let me go look. And he came back with a DeWalt. So this is my first time owning a yellow tool. I'm usually a Makita person, but he said he would upgrade me to this for the same price. So now I got a corded one, so hopefully I can get through all this and actually make a video, because now it is, let's see, 2:30 in the afternoon. We're at almost the hottest part of the day. So I'll try to grab a screen capture or something like that of the weather, see what it's like right now. But I'll get back with y'all shortly. I'm taking a quick break before I toss on everything to keep as much dust off of me as I can, and then I'm gonna grab a drink of water and try to get back to this and at least just get these tops cut off today, because it's just been one of those days where you just want to throw in a towel, man. Throw in a towel and say maybe we should try back another day. But I'll be back with y'all shortly. Alright, now hopefully get this done. That's the fancy new replacement they gave me. Gotta get used to this like paddle switch type yeah, switch button, whatever. Definitely a big difference in the power. It's been so long since I've used a corded one. You know, this is like almost like driving I guess a Ferrari or something. I don't know what that's like either. Alright, we're back now. So today's been the day of days to try to do a video. Now my phone died partially through the cutting the tops off of the motors, or the windings. Then I came out. I just went ahead and finished cutting them all off. Figured I didn't know where it had stopped by the time I'd seen it. So I finished cutting them off, let it go in charge, came back out, getting ready to start back up again, just starting the video, and then all of a sudden the screen went black and restarted, and it started doing an auto update. So where we're at now is, out of 36 motors, we have had 30 come out to be copper, 5 come out to be aluminum, and this is a first for me on a squirrel cage motor. 1 half and half, and 1 half and half. We have used, we'll call it 4 blades. There's still some life left in a couple of them. I normally don't use a guard, but that guard was being crazy. It kept moving around on me, so I kind of gave up on it and pulled it off. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm not going to worry about pulling the aluminum windings. I'm going to mess with the copper ones for now, just to try to get this video somewhat done and uploaded, because it's already 4:30 now. So it's been a heck of a day for sure. Alright, these smaller ones are probably going to be a real big headache, because they're going to be moving around on me. There's nothing I can do until I make some larger teeth on this thing, because they just fall underneath it, and then it doesn't really work at all. But I'm going to try to attempt it. Usually what I would just use for the most part would be something like this. I think these are actually either horse or hoof nail trimmers, so you do kind of have to watch with the pressure you put on it. Will cut the wire. I think Scrapping with Grandpa has the actual nail pullers or something like that. And those work better, but this is just something I've had and still floating around, and they're starting to dull up, so eventually maybe they'll get to where they need to be. Like I said, these small ones are most likely gonna not cooperate. I might have to come up with a new idea here. Nice. I wonder if I could just crush them out. That'd be sweet. I'm sure I can't get that lucky. Let's see if I can at least get it to hold there for now. But yeah, so has anybody seen like a half and half on a squirrel cage like that? That's a squirrel cage type motor. That was pretty wild to me. It's definitely a first for me. Might be easier on these small ones things too to maybe cut the strings since they don't fit in here, but I'll be honest, I'm over today with the fun that this has turned out to be. It seemed like everything was, all these cards were stacked against me doing this, and you know, maybe there's a reason why, and I'll find out later on. But I want that gold, man. We need that scrapper gold. But I'm gonna continue on with this, and most likely go ahead and speed this video up so y'all don't have to hear me ramble, and we'll try to get a pretty good count on roughly how many pounds we get, at least of copper out of well, it was a total of 36 that we're doing today, but 30 windings, or sets of windings. I know there's easier ways of doing this with underneath and you know, tapping them through and all. And sometimes I do that on some of the really hard ones, but I don't mind the little bit of arm workout from it. But that's the other thing. Do your guys' yards make you take these the threads off or whatever? That yard I went to the other day does, but I suppose we found someone told me about another yard to go to and try instead. So we're gonna, next time we go to turn in, I need to remember to turn my camera on, and then but yeah, next time we go in, we're definitely gonna try that new yard out. See how it compares price wise, and you know, how strict they are rule wise, and because it is maybe 5 miles further, so it's not terrible, but it's down in a very busy area, and it's a lot busier scrapyard also. So there's gonna be a lot more waiting in line than just drive right in and out. And it only takes as long as it does to add up your stuff, you know. So. decided I'm gonna try something I've always just wondered. Anybody ever tried or ever thought about cutting the sides of these and seeing if it makes it any easier? You know, like maybe even on both sides. I don't know, it's just something I always wondered, and I'm gonna give it a try. Might as well while I got all these things sitting there. I'm gonna start with a small one in here. Really didn't want to mess with a grinder anymore, but hey, let's either do something that's gonna figure something out that might make things easier. I'm either gonna fail miserably or it could be just a really dumb idea at this point. But let's see how she goes. It's evidently not easy. I don't know if it's the tension. Yeah, it looks like it's a tension one. I already have been through it. I'll find out here in a second. Yeah, we've already made it through there. So, I'm just doing it this way to make it more easier. So I don't want to jump so much. Yeah, it's definitely not exactly the safest of ideas, that was for sure. But we made it through it. I don't know exactly what I was planning on getting out of this. But I'm gonna let it cool off some so I can mess with it more. Let's see if it does anything. It looks like it's gonna split it in half just by turning it. So I probably created a mess for myself, right? Let's see. Yeah, it appears I created a mess for myself more than anything else. I don't know, for some reason I thought they would, you know, like some of the smaller ones do. Once you get them, get a little bit of relief cut in there, that these pieces of metal would just want to come off on their own. definitely not something I want to do again, that's for sure. But I said, always wondered. Well, now I know, and if you didn't know already, now you know if you've ever wondered that. Maybe it's just my crazy mind that thinks that way. So I'll have fun messing with this one, and then let's see, we're down to this is 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 left to go, and then I don't even know what to do with the half and half. That one's gonna be a fun one. Might save it for another day also. Alright, for the most part we are done. We still have the 5 over here, aluminum, which, yeah, whatever. I don't know, I haven't started messing with the half and half one yet. But we got a scale and we are gonna weigh her up, so hoping for some big money, right? Alright, so just under 42 pounds, and I had already tared the weight out with a bigger tote over there, so it's probably gonna be just over 42 pounds for those 30 motors. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for these motors. It's hot, I'm tired, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes, and I'm ready for this to be over. It has made me work for every pound of that, but now that we're done, Stubbs decided he's gonna come help. What's up there, bub? But yeah, so it I know prices are down right now, so we'll see. I haven't decided if I want to hold on to it and wait a little bit, see the prices kick back up some, or just take it in and be done with it, get it out of here type thing. Pass that money somewhere else. You want your fame again, Stubbs? Get old dirty. Stubbs. There's good old Stubbs. The good old stray. The guard cat. But yeah, but it's I'd say it's been fun, but it's too hot for it to have been fun. This is fun in the wintertime for Florida. This isn't fun in the summertime. I probably have another few pounds miscellaneous laying around my little catch tarp thing there, and then the dust I'll just scoop up and add to a jar or something like that, and back when it gets to winter time and, you know, all 70 something degrees, we'll have a bonfire and toss it in there to make the flames change colors. But yeah, that's about it for this one, and hope everybody's making good money on their scrap. Have a great day, and God bless. See ya.